Well, guys, 2021 is almost coming to a close.
Yay.
But then we got things to look forward to in 2022. So I thought what I would do is I got the list of like all the movies coming out in 2022, and I thought I'd just go through here and I probably won't read all of them because there's a lot of them. Well, I can if you'd want to. They have like a short synopsis of all of them. But I kind of went through and kind of marked ones that I thought maybe either sounded interesting or one of the three of us would maybe be interested in. But I figured maybe we could talk about them, see what we think we'll want to review next year, things like that. So you guys want to go through this?
Board, yeah.
All right, let's see what's coming out next year. So this first one I noted, I don't think either me or Lester would be interested in this, but you're kind of like a horror movie guy, aren't you? Yeah. Do you like the Scream franchise at all?
Yeah. The first movie, mostly.
I've never seen any of them, but Scream 5 is coming out. Are you interested at all?
No. They've done terrible things to that franchise.
Have they? Maybe this will be the one where they get it back on track. But anyway, anyone interested? That's coming out January 14th. I didn't know about that one. I figured I'd ask you about it. Number 2... This is a comic book movie, but I can't really get excited about it. January 28th, Morbius comes out. Are you guys looking forward to that at all? I mean, my thing is it's like a Sony-produced movie like the Venom movies, and I haven't watched them either just because they look bad. Maybe eventually I'll have to break down and watch them.
Well, I think they also did poorly. So.
No, they made like a shit ton of money.
Oh, really?
Well,
Venom too?
But
Venom?
they were
Critically poorly reviewed, yeah.
Even the second Venom was a
The
hit?
second one was a hit, man. It made tons of money.
Okay.
Yeah, tons of money. But yeah, first of all, like Morbius is never like a real interesting character to me. I don't know.
just recently learned about this character, the whole breakdown of him and everything.
Yeah, I don't know shit about Morbius.
So like he starts out as like a doctor who like helps people with diseases, and he's actually suffering from a disease himself the whole time. And he's looking for a cure, and he comes across this like weird, untested. He's doing it on himself for the first time. Very wild technique to like fix himself, and he ends up doing that and turns into basically a vampire. And then from there, I think he just does some crime fighting. I don't know what happens after that.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those characters I've never done a deep dive on. Like, he'll show up every once in a while in like a Marvel comic, I've read, but and he was in that old school Spider-Man cartoon in the 90s. But other than that, like, I don't know a ton about him. So maybe in that respect, it'd be worth watching. I don't know if we'll review it on the show. Maybe if it gets like good reviews.
Yeah.
But
Sony has not put their best foot forward.
Yeah.
Yet, so we'll see.
Sony needs Marvel.
They do. That's why it kind of bums me out that, like, well, I guess we'll see after Spider-Man No Way Home, but the rumor is that maybe they're going to like make it so Tom Holland just does Sony movies and they don't share in the MCU anymore, but hopefully that's not true because Sony they don't know how to make a good comic book movie seemingly. They're having trouble. This one here doesn't really appeal to me, but again, it's a horror movie and it seems like it's got some like good people involved. It's called The Black Phone, based on a short story by Joe Hill, which is Stephen King's son. Doctor Strange director Scott Derrickson and writer C. Robert Cargill deliver a new terrifying tale. The movie follows a 13-year-old boy who's abducted by a child killer played by Ethan Hawke, who begins to talk to previous victims through a phone.
No.
I mean, Joe Hill has some shorts that I've read that were maybe a little uneven, but had like fun premises. So I'd say there's potential there. I'd see how it does.
Okay. This one, like, I don't have enough interest in to go see it in a theater. Maybe, like, if it came to streaming and I was bored, I would maybe give it a chance. But I've seen a lot of previews for it when we go to movies and stuff. Jackass Forever. Are you guys interested in that at all?
Yeah, my mom wants
Those guys
to
are
see that.
getting old, man.
Your mom wants to see it?
Yeah, she saw a preview for it. She was like, "Oh, that looks like fun."
Back in the day when the show was on MTV, like, I watched it all the time.
Yeah.
And I know I saw the first movie, and I don't know if I watched any of the other ones, but I know I saw the first movie.
Yeah, same here.
Part of me is just going to be like, oh, man, I'm going to watch this old man, like, break every vertebra in his spine. I was like, just like waiting for the disaster. It's like, oh, my hip. I was like, oh, shit, there he goes.
That one comes out February 4th. This next one, it's actually still kind of up in the air whether it'll actually come out. There's a bit of controversy surrounding this film. But I'm interested in it. It's called Death on the Nile, which is another kind of one of those, Agatha Christie type like murder mysteries. But the thing about it is one of the stars of it is Armie Hammer.
Oh.
And so this movie was set to come out like quite a while ago. And I think initially it was postponed due to COVID. But now Armie Hammer has several like rape / assault allegations against him. And so like some people are speculating that they might like just not even show this movie, but I'm like, they've already got it shot. Like, why would they waste that much money? And my thought is, this might sound shitty, but I'm like, you might as well put it out before like any court cases are actually done with him. Be like, well, we didn't know for sure if he was what he was accused of.
Man, you were talking about it like him mentioning some of his predilections. I was like, this guy's like a disaster in waiting.
Yeah, when we did that one story, I'm like, well, if this is just like fantasy role play in his head that he's kind of like, there's no problem there. But now all these accusations have come out, and it's like, he maybe, maybe
the signs were there.
Yeah, the signs were there, but now they're really there. But man, I love those kind of like, closed door type mysteries.
You're gonna be like the whole time you're gonna be thinking, it's Armie Hammer.
No, I mean,
he did it.
What if it does end up being him and his character's like a real scumbag?
There's a twist I didn't see coming.
But hopefully they do put it out, and hopefully it's good, because I want more of those kind of movies to be made. Now we move up to February 18th. This is a movie that's almost certainly going to suck, but another video game movie, Uncharted, starring Tom Holland.
Yeah, I heard.
So it's just supposed to be an action movie, probably.
Yeah.
People are very confused by Tom Holland being the guy cast in it. Is it because the main character is older, like a middle-aged man or something?
Yeah, so in the video games, the guy's probably like mid-30s, probably, a little bit older. Yeah. And Tom Holland, I think Tom Holland's like 25, but he definitely looks like a high school kid still. He's just got that young face, which is why he works so good as Peter Parker.
My straight out guess, it would just be like a generic action movie that I'd find boring as fuck.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe not, but
you hope for Indiana Jones, but that's not what you're gonna get.
Right.
Did you guys, either of you happen to watch? They made another Tomb Raider movie, not with Angelina Jolie, a couple years ago with, her name's like Alicia Vikander. Did either of you guys watch that? That movie, like, it's bad. But it's not like heinously bad. It's just like aggressively like meh, and plus if you've played like the more recent Tomb Raider movies, like it sticks so close to that there's literally scenes in that movie that are taken like directly out of the video game. So there's like no surprises in that movie. If you played the games, you've seen it all. It's so cookie cutter, like, and it's just boring. And I'm like, boy, they didn't adapt this really.
Just a cash grab.
Yeah, it just Now number 7, definitely without question, my most anticipated movie of the year, The Batman, coming out March 4th. Have you guys have seen like the trailers for this? What do you guys think? Are you guys excited for this?
I haven't seen the trailers.
I think you saw at least the first one, because I think
I saw him like in the outfit or something. That was a long time ago.
You should watch the trailers, man. It looks good.
I do want to see what Robert Pattinson can do. Like, he's so skinny and wiry. Like, as Batman, I don't know if he'll pull it off.
That doesn't bother me. Like, do you think he looks like skinny even wearing the suit? Like,
well, I think they show him in a way where he looks better in the suit, especially mostly in the mask and stuff. But I told you before, like, I saw him do one scene where he was trying to like act tough, and he really didn't pull it off in my eyes. So I wonder if that's going to keep happening, or if that was just that one time.
But I love the Christopher Nolan Batman films. Like Batman Begins and Dark Knight are two of my favorite films of all time. But even like Christian Bale's Batman voice in those movies sometimes gets a little crazy. Like, swear to me, you know. Like, he sometimes overdoes it with the Batman voice, but even so, like, that doesn't stop me from absolutely loving those movies, you know. So like even if he is like a little bit that way, like as long as the story's good, I'm probably going to be fine with it.
Okay.
I'm just happy there's another Batman movie and that it looks good, you know. I'm excited. Number 8, I'm sure none of us are interested in this, but I wanted to bring it up just because, like, I'm so surprised this like franchise is so popular. Downton Abbey: A New Era. Like,
That's a movie?
yeah, well, like, because they had the Downton Abbey TV show, which I think is supposed to be like pretty soap opera-y.
Yeah.
But like, I know there's a lot of men even that like claim they love that show, and I'm like, it's one of those like properties that keeps going, and I'm like,
It seems, I don't know, the idea of it just seems so stale, you know, like Victorian era.
I'm never into like the Victorians.
Yeah, just not appealing to me.
yeah, I mean, if it was a murder mystery, I'd be cool with it. Actually, did you guys, either of you watch Carnival Row, which is a show on Amazon Prime? It's kind of like a Victorian era thing, but it also mixes in like magical creatures as well, and so it's like
Harry Potter.
not exactly.
I was just fucking around.
Not exactly, but it has like that Victorian feel, but basically like humans and these magical creatures have to live like in the same town, and like it's kind of like some of the races of magical folk are like allegories for like racism and stuff. But like I did like it, and I'll definitely like go to check out season 2 whenever that comes out.
I feel like that's becoming kind of tropey.
It is, and even in that show, like I would criticize that show is that it's a little ham-fisted at times with that message.
Yeah.
But I still liked it.
Oh, have you guys heard of the what is it, Seth Rogen and Sarah Silverman Santa special?
No.
Santa Inc. It's like this special. I don't know if it was on HBO or Netflix, but basically it just bombed and everybody hated it. But it's supposed to be like super preachy, and like the elves were, it's supposed to be ethnic or something.
Like, what's the message supposed? Like, what's the premise?
Santa's like
Jewish?
No, he's not Jewish.
Oh.
He's basically the white male privileged class, and the elves are kind of like slaves or third worlders.
Oh.
And there's this one.
He's like whipping them.
This one female elf who's trying to break through the glass ceiling, and I don't know.
Is it animated or live action?
It's animated.
Okay.
But I guess super preachy, and everybody hated it. And then like he went on Twitter and called all the haters like white supremacists and stuff.
Yeah, it's.
The thing
You got to be
like,
careful. Like, it's okay to make something with a message, but you got to be careful not to hammer it too hard. Like
it's almost like the first thing of writing is don't be preachy.
I mean,
The first is probably like show don't tell, and the second one is don't be a preachy asshole.
I mean, yeah, and the way to like get somebody to like buy into an idea is to make them think they came up with it, you know. So like they have to kind of discover it on their own, you know. Like, oh, I could see that. That's a problem, you know.
Next one, we got yet another video game movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, coming out April 8th. Either of you guys excited for this one? Did either of you guys watch the first one, by the way?
Yeah, my
The
nephews.
kids were watching it a few times. I think I did watch it once.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't too bad, actually.
Was it? I didn't watch it. I figured it was probably bad.
I think kids will be into it.
It's one of those like kid ones that's slightly painful if you're an adult. Is that what it is?
Something like that.
Well, they made a second one. Number 10 was one I didn't hear of, but the description I thought sounded good. Bullet Train, coming out April 8th. A new action movie from Atomic Blonde's David Leitch, starring Brad Pitt as one of 5 assassins aboard a train, all hired to kill the same target. The movie features a massive cast that includes Joey King, Andrew Koji, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Brian Tyree Henry, Zazie Beetz, Michael Shannon, Logan Lerman, Sandra Bullock, and more. I just thought that sounded kind of cool.
Sandra B. It sounds like somebody's trying to do a Tarantino movie. And it's going to be half-assed.
Did either of you guys watch Atomic Blonde?
No.
I don't think so.
I like that movie. I think it's one of those movies, though, that takes one too many turns by the end of the movie, and you're like, this seems a little obtuse. But like the action's good, and it's like it's well shot. So
I don't know. Joey King, she gets bad movies pretty often.
who is Joey King?
She was in gosh, what was it? Oh, Slender Man, that Slender Man movie.
Oh, I didn't see that, but yeah, that's supposed to be bad.
And then there was like I think a Wish Upon, like where there's like a magic box and you make a wish. And,
I've heard of that, and just that it's bad.
yeah.
So she okay, maybe this is a bad side.
She found her niche.
It does have Brad Pitt and Sandra Bullock though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's both big names.
Number 11 is a movie I will watch eventually. Probably not in theaters, but I've watched the first two. Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. You
I
guys,
think we know his secret, right? Like he's gay.
that is true.
Did you say there's already some of these out?
There's two of them. There's
I'm out of the loop on this one.
I thought you watched one of these as well.
I don't think so.
But I mean, they're in the Harry Potter universe, but they take place like, many, many decades before. Like they're not as good as the Harry Potter movies, and like they definitely have some logic problems, but they're watchable. That's
Maybe
my
someday.
endorsement. They are watchable. This is one that I'm not excited in, but your kids might be. The Bad Guys.
Yeah, I just saw a trailer for that, so I think they might have fun with that. They've been really, if you got like kids of like that 8 to 10 range, like they're like, The Bad Guys is a good comic book. It's funny and it's kind of dorky. So I don't know. I'd take them to see it, even though it's not Pixar, is it?
I don't know if it tells. Yeah, this article doesn't tell like the studios involved.
Probably not. But yeah, I'd take them to see that just for fun.
This next one I just saw a trailer to, and like it didn't look great, but it is an interesting premise. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, coming out April 22nd. Nicolas Cage stars as himself.
As Nicolas Cage, I saw this trailer.
Yeah.
And as he attends a billionaire kid's birthday party as a CIA informant before getting cast in a Quentin Tarantino movie. So like
I'll watch that.
It sounds interesting, but the trailer didn't like knock my socks off or anything.
But I mean, they make fun of the whole thing that he's like broke and like has to do movies to get back to where he was, pay off his debts. So
I did like he's like in the billionaire's house and the guy's like a huge fan or whatever. He has like that shitty like wax statue and whatever. He's like, is that supposed to be me? That's hideous. I'll give you 20,000.
does he still own all that stuff that he bought, or like did he have to sell it?
I imagine he sold some of it, but like yeah, apparently like he like spent a shitload of money. Like he bought one of the like number one Supermans. Like he had that at some point.
Oh yeah, he had Action Comics #1.
Yeah, he bought that in an auction it was an insane amount. It was
Didn't he buy like dinosaur bones or something fucking weird too?
Maybe I've heard that. I think DiCaprio is supposed to have a big fossil collection.
Huh.
So yeah, I mean it's a thing.
Okay, the next movie, a huge movie. We're definitely going to have to review it on the show. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, coming out May 6th.
I saw a leaked preview of this movie.
I heard that they leaked a preview. I didn't go and watch it because I'd rather wait until they put out like the high def version,
Yeah, but it looks interesting. Wanda, she's not as... She seems like she knows what she's doing, kind of, She's more in control, and Doctor Strange kind of comes to her and says, I need your help.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
I was afraid of watching it because I was like, well, I might have like something that spoils Spider-Man, This next one, again, is not a movie I'm interested in at all, but like apparently a lot of people are, and it just kind of surprises me. Top Gun Maverick, coming out May 27th. Like, I don't know about you guys, but Top Gun is one of those movies I saw as a kid, and I know I watched it, but I don't really remember hardly anything about it, and I have like no interest in like revisiting it.
Right, I remember like flying in a canyon, doing some dog fights,
And they're like the gay volleyball scene.
Yeah, that was a movie that if it came on TV, maybe I'd watch it. but no, not in the theater.
I'm just surprised that it has like a big enough like fan base that like
That's alive.
they're
right
making
now.
another one. Yeah, and like people actually want to see it. Oh, here's another one. AJ, John Wick 4, May 27th.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. We're definitely reviewing that one.
Oh yeah.
Man, this next one, like, I'm not excited for. I bet one of your sons is Jurassic World Dominion.
Oh, for sure.
Third
John.
Hey, Jai's been, he's all up in like Jurassic Park and Jaws, man.
I mean, I was never a Jurassic Park guy. Like, I watched it and it was like fine, but I was never one of those kids that was obsessed with dinosaurs. And then Jurassic World, the first one, like I watched and I was like, this is fine. This is fine.
Yeah.
And then the second one got like pretty bad reviews, and I was like, I didn't even bother with it.
Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah.
I think I did see it, but yeah.
I remember Jurassic Park. I was excited about. I liked that movie a lot. I was a big dinosaur fan too when I was a kid.
Were you?
Yeah, but the second one, Jurassic World, we actually saw that in IMAX, and like at this nice, Moody Gardens is what it was called, it was like a big event center, and theater was nice, big screen. Not a fan of the movie.
Yeah.
Just wasn't good.
Yeah.
We didn't mention the Matrix. That's this month, right?
That's like coming out next week.
Okay. Man. Well, like what day? Is it Fridays?
I think so.
Oh, that's pretty tight. I was going to say maybe we could squeeze in a show before they left, but probably not.
No, and next week's going to be loaded anyway because we're going to definitely do a Spider-Man review, and if we can squeeze it in, a Hawkeye review.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Maybe you guys can talk about it, and I'll be like, man, I'm glad I missed that pile of shit.
Next movie, I'm not interested in this, but it is a Pixar movie, so it'll probably be good quality. Lightyear, coming out June 17th. This Pixar animation will follow the origin story of the human movie star who inspired the beloved Space Ranger from Toy Story. Are you guys Toy Story guys? So, like...
Buzz Aldrin? What are we talking
Well, Buzz Lightyear, the name Buzz comes from
okay.
Buzz Aldrin. But, no, it's like, apparently in the world of Toy Story, they modeled the toy Buzz Lightyear after a
after a
movie
real
star
person.
in that universe, and yeah, so I don't know. I have no interest in it, but I'm sure it'll make all the money.
Yeah, Pixar's always pretty good.
Ooh, the next one, man, is this? This one I'm also excited about. We'll have to review Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh yeah.
I'd do Thor, yeah.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson reunite with Thor Ragnarok filmmaker Taika Waititi for the next chapter in the Thor series, with Natalie Portman co-starring as Jane Foster turned into the mighty Thor. Also features Christian Bale as the villain Gore, the God Butcher, and supporting roles from the Guardians of the Galaxy.
So this is interesting. So I think it's going to be what's her name? His girlfriend in the movies.
Jane Foster?
Yeah, Jane Foster. She's going to be the new Thor, right? She has cancer, and she transforms into Thor.
Well, in the comics, she has cancer. I don't know if they're going to do that same storyline in this movie or not.
Yeah, and then Gore the God Butcher is like, he is very powerful. He almost kills Thor, right?
It's been a while since I read that comic. I know I liked it a lot. But yeah, it seems like he was pretty powerful.
And he tortured. Yeah, I'm interested in this. I want to see how it all works out, but I don't know how they're going to beat him unless they really power him down. Because in the comics, it took a lot to beat him. I hope he's as powerful as he is in the comics.
This next one I'm not too excited about, although I guess if they put out a good trailer, I maybe would be. But I know you guys might. Nope, coming out July 22nd, which is the next original horror movie from Get Out and Us director Jordan Peele. Now, I watched Get Out, and I was like, it's fine. I mean, it's good. It's good. It's good. I don't like it as much as a lot of people do, but it was good. I didn't bother with Us because I heard what the twist was, and it just, I don't know. I thought it sounded stupid.
I'd definitely give him a shot. Like, I'd probably check the reviews. If it's reviewing well, I'd check it out.
The next one, I can't say, like, right now anyway that I'm excited about it, but I'll definitely watch it. Black Adam, coming out July 29th with The Rock as Black Adam. I don't know. with Warner Brothers, like they're so dodgy quality wise, just like Sony, that I have a hard time getting too excited.
I mean, I'm willing to check out anything if it does really well in the ratings department, but not holding out a ton of hope, I guess.
What about you? Are you excited to see Black Adam?
Yeah, I am. I hope he's kind of like an anti-hero like a Daredevil almost, except not as fun in that way, but I hope there's a depth to his character.
Of course, if they put out a good trailer, that can always like change your excitement level, you know?
Yeah, the first trailer was not very exciting.
No. This next one is one I didn't hear of, but I thought the synopsis sounded interesting. Samaritan, coming out August 26th, an original superhero movie starring Sylvester Stallone as a hero pulled back into action to help a young boy. Might be good.
A superhero?
That's what it says, an original superhero movie.
Who's making that? Like, is it just an independent? Like,
Yeah, it doesn't tell here. I'm not sure. Oh, another Puss in Boots movie. This one here I probably won't go to theaters to see, but I've seen most of the other ones and they're enjoyable. Mission Impossible 7.
Yeah.
Have you guys been watching those movies?
I think I saw
I've
the
seen
first
some,
one.
but yeah.
I think the only one I actually haven't seen is the very first one, and I remember the second one is fucking terrible. But starting with 3, like they're enjoyable. I don't think they're like masterpieces, but they're enjoyable.
I don't enjoy pure action movies.
I mean, I think they gave me enough to.
Is Ghost Protocol the third one?
I believe that's the fourth one. What was the third one?
Because that's the only one I've heard of after the first one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Mission Impossible. Well, not exactly impossible. Improbable. Maybe.
I think the fourth one is Ghost Protocol, and then there's Rogue Nation, Fallout. God, what was the third one? I'm sure it has a name. Mission Impossible 3. Fucking, I don't know.
Snakes on a plane.
Yeah. This one I actually just saw a trailer for. This one I'll definitely see in theaters, which is Spider-Man Into the I think it's called. Here it says Into the Spider-Verse, but I think it's called Across the Spider-Verse, the sequel to Into the Spider-Verse. It's coming out October 7th.
I think they came out with previews for that, right?
Yeah, they just came out with a trailer. Did you guys watch that trailer?
Nah. Nope.
But you liked the first movie, didn't you?
Well, we were discussing which Spider-Man.
This is the animated one with Miles Morales.
There's another anime?
Yeah.
Into the Spider-Verse.
It was all right. It was definitely felt like seizure territory. Or seasickness a couple times.
Oh, this one will probably be the same. But I like that first one. I'll definitely watch this. Do you watch the Halloween movies?
Not really, no.
They have another one, Halloween Ends. The only one I've ever watched is like the 2018 one, and then like they just had another one come out. It's called Halloween Kills, and like I don't think it made a lot of money, but critically like it did not do well. Mm-hmm. I'm not really a horror
try to pump
guy,
out one a year on Halloween.
This one doesn't have a release date, but it says October, and I'm sure it'll be close to Halloween. I'm definitely not excited, but AJ, I know you are. Hocus Pocus 2.
I was waiting for you to bring up Hocus Pocus. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Older and grouchy.
Man, this next one, like, I'm definitely interested in it, but just like Black Adam, like, I have low confidence in Warner Brothers. The Flash, November 4th, with Ezra Miller as Barry Allen and Michael Keaton as Batman, and also has the debut of Sasha Calle as Supergirl. It just...
I have to watch it. I have to watch it. I like The Flash too much.
It seems like they're cramming in a lot. Oh, yeah, I love The Flash, so that's why I watch it, but it seems like they're cramming a lot into that movie. I don't know. I don't have a lot of.
Well, did they say who her character will be? Like
who?
Her the new girl.
Supergirl.
She'll be Supergirl.
Yeah, Sasha Calle. I've never heard of her, but apparently she's Supergirl now, and she's going to be in that movie.
Okay.
Now this one they've been having recently some production issues, so I don't know if it'll actually meet this date. But Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is coming out.
I'm pretty sure the issue is Letitia Wright, who won't get the COVID vaccine, and then
I thought maybe I'm wrong about this, but I thought I heard that she finally caved and is like back shooting, but I don't know for sure.
That's surprising.
Maybe I'm wrong, but Still, I love Chadwick Boseman, but like, I think they should have recast T'Challa because like he's a great character.
I don't know who could play him. I can't think. Like, maybe I don't know.
I think maybe like I don't know if you'd be interested, but maybe like John Boyega.
Yeah, that's true. He's a good actor. I don't know. People might lose their shit though. It's so controversial. I don't think Disney or Marvel will go down that route. I think they're making the big guy who was the big like gorilla.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
M'Baku. Yeah, they're gonna make him. Possibly
That's what the rumor is. Yeah, which would be fine, but I don't know. To me, I think that I would have preferred they recast, but I don't know. We'll see. This next one, I'm not excited at all, but it'll be a big movie, I'm sure. Creed #3.
I didn't see the second one.
Me neither. I saw the first one because everyone was talking about it, and I was like, once again, I was like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I think that's one I was like, I'm going to watch it because it's doing well. And I didn't watch it.
It's fine. This one doesn't have a release date, and I can't say I'm like super interested in it, but it does have talented people like Tom Hanks. Pinocchio.
He's Geppetto.
Yeah.
Pinocchio. Is it it's all live action?
I think it might be one of those like, it says live action CGI hybrid,
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
but yeah. This next one, I'm not excited about it because I really didn't like the first one, but I'm sure I'll watch it. Aquaman and the Last Kingdom coming out December 16th.
Man, you're a glutton.
I'm a glutton. Are you guys going to watch this?
I mean,
think I'll wait.
It's going to have ratings, man.
I'll wait for that to come out on.
Although it might be fun to review, like if it is terrible.
I bet the ratings are going to be like 70, and you're going to be like, you got to watch it. And you're gonna be like,
Yeah,
like right on the border of half-assed.
I'll make you watch it. Did either of you guys watch the first one?
Yeah.
What did you think about it?
It was all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying, I don't like the whole world globe, like trotting experience and everything. That's pretty cool. But it was just, his mom and then taking over the kingdom and then his new girlfriend and then that other guy. And then
Then he traded his voice for legs.
To me, like, just like you said, yeah, it's all over the place. You never really get to the point where you give a shit about the characters. So then, like, the big action at the end, it's just like visual noise. There's just like all these lights and explosions going on, and you're just like bored, and you're just like, I don't give a shit. Yeah, it just lacks investment. Now, this next one, I'm actually legit excited to see. Boy, this is so far it's set to come out on the same day as Aquaman. I bet one of them like changes. Avatar 2. I actually like the first Avatar. Like I know like a lot of people like talk shit about it, and I didn't get to see it in theaters. Actually, if they re-released it's one I would actually I think go see because I never got to see it in 3D. Like so many people did.
Yeah, that was the first movie I saw in 3D, and it's been the best one.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, because like after that, like nobody really used 3D
nearly as well.
Yeah, it was kind of like a cash grab type thing. But like I would if they really re-released the first Avatar, I think I would actually go see it in 3D.
It was beautiful.
And then like Avatar 2, like I'm definitely interested. Like I know people talk shit about that first one, but I liked it, and I think people are full of shit. I think as soon as the trailer drops for Avatar 2, people are going to be like, man, that looks pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. And I think it took this long because they make sure it's a beautiful movie, like the first one was. So I imagine this one is
There was
same.
that, but I think he also did multiple movies.
Yeah, apparently there's going to be like 4 or 5 of them.
Oh,
right.
wow.
So I think they did them all, didn't they?
I don't know if they did them all, but I think at least a couple he shot. Like,
So they shouldn't be so far apart as the first
and this
movie.
one was actually first slated to come out like a couple years ago, but like I think first like there was some sort of conflict and then COVID, and it's like it's been delayed, and so hopefully it'll actually come out. I'm excited to see it.
But that's like late next year.
Late next year, yeah.
Okay.
Basically a year from now. Maybe exactly a year from now. And then yet another video game movie that I'm not excited about at all, an animated Super Mario Brothers movie with the voice of Chris Pratt as Mario. I don't give a shit.
Is he going to be really racist in this movie? Like, hey, I'm Italian.
I wish, but I heard a story not long ago that I don't think they're going to do that. He's just basically going to use his normal voice. I would love it if he did it over the top Italian accent. I would fucking love it, man.
That'd be messed up, man. Like a country boy like Chris Pratt, like faking it.
So I got to ask you guys, overall, what is your guys' most anticipated movie of 2022?
John Wick 4.
I am excited for John Wick 4.
Yeah.
I'd say Thor has to be one that's got to be up there for me.
Thor is up there for you. I mean, you guys know me. It's definitely Batman. It couldn't be anything else.
Batman would be a big one, assuming it's well done. Yeah.
But I'm also very excited for, the Marvel movies, Thor and Doctor Strange. I think they're both going to be good.
Yeah.
I think they both have a really good chance of being good.
Yeah, they're like, I would say top 4 for me. They're up there.
Black Panther I'm interested in, but just with all the controversy surrounding it, I think I'm less excited about it. But
yeah, it seems like they've had to compromise a lot, and maybe that's affected the script. So
I would love it if. I think Batman has a better chance of being good just because it's not connected at all to the other like Warner Brothers movies. It's like it's kind of its own thing. And so I think it maybe has a better chance. I would love it if Warner Brothers could get on track. I would love nothing more if it turns out that, Black Adam and Flash and all those ones coming out are great. But and Aquaman. But I'm very skeptical.
But do you think they're going to do the whole like story of Batman over again, where you see his parents die and he becomes the Dark Knight and stuff like that?
Maybe, because this story, from what I understand, is supposed to take place like early on in his crime fighting career. That's something about, if you read Batman comics, you're going to see the death of his parents a billion times.
Yeah.
They flash back to it constantly.
That's one thing I hated when they kept rebooting Spider-Man. It's like they keep going back to the origin story. I'm like, just tell a different fucking story.
But that's what you should like about the Tom Holland movies, because they don't do that. They just hit the ground running and he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, but true. I didn't watch those.
You really should. To me, I think my favorite like overall Spider-Man is Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll wait and see how well I like this one.
It'd be weird to watch this one though and then go back and watch the others, but I guess.
Yeah.
You're positive you didn't see the first one?
Pretty sure, because I was Spider-Man out, man. I was just like, I can't do Spider-Man anymore.
Well, it is true, because like they made so many shitty ones leading up to that one, because like really, like if you go back, like the original Spider-Man, like it's fine, but it's not great. Like I know a lot of people love it. In my opinion, it's just like a fine. Spider-Man 2, pretty damn good. I know a lot of people like that's their favorite Spider-Man or favorite comic book movie. And like I think it's good, but I'm not. What do you really like Spider-Man 2? Like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2?
No.
Like I think it's fine. But then Spider-Man 3, dog shit. Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, dog shit, in my opinion. Did you like those movies at all?
I never watched the Andrew Garfield ones.
They're terrible.
I've heard bad things about them.
They are atrocious. Like, it's not his fault. Like, he's a good Peter Parker, but just like everything else is awful. It's just, yeah. Don't watch them. Like, they're just. They almost remind you of like bad comic book movies from the 90s. Like, I don't know. They're just. It was one of those things, like, while watching them, I'm like, man, they still make comic book movies this bad.
It's weird to reboot it and make it worse like that just a few years later, you know? Like, Tobey Maguire just done it, and then you're like, all right, let's remake it now. And then you do it with Garfield, and you're like, yeah, let's make it shittier this time. Let's put less effort into it, you know?
I'm sure everybody involved tried their best, but, man, God, they're just, yeah, so bad. I don't even know how to explain it. They're just terrible. But hey, at least now we have the Tom Holland ones, which are pretty.
Yeah, I like Tom.
good.
He's my favorite Spider-Man.
And luckily, so far, it sounds like the reviews for this one have been really positive.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of great things. People are saying that this is the movie to watch. It's the biggest the biggest Marvel movie yet. Compared next to Endgame, this is it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.